Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Laura Kane After Dark.
You're welcome.
That's Eric Rimmer. You're welcome. I'm Laura Kane. We don't have a snappy little tune to sing us in.
Do you want me to, do you want to just sing something?
No, but I got to tell you something.
What? You clogged the toilet again.
At my mom's.
Oh no. Did you?
That's not what I was going to tell you.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh my God.
It was easily plunged though.
Wow.
It's really
your
I told you when I don't
know.
And it has nothing to do with Red Bull because I haven't had Red Bull in 2 months.
Oh my God.
It just I don't go every day, so when I do go, it's big. That's all I'm saying.
I'll say. Wow.
I know. Almost every time I go.
You're really impressive.
Almost every time I go.
Really impressive.
So embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Okay, so B is working on this cool new video opening for us with music.
Can't wait.
We are going to be, okay, on Sunday, after Sunday, we're legit. I'm not joking. We are legit.
Too legit to quit? That's
because on Sunday, we'll be at Crack Tacos.
We are.
Live streaming, live in person with Kimberly from 90 Day Fiance. She may or may not have gotten it on with Soulja Boy last night or Sunday night. Yes, we all know what that means. But they declared each other boyfriend, girlfriend, or he declared her his girlfriend. And she was so happy. So we get to ask her. Well, we don't get to ask her everything because she can't spoil stuff.
Right.
But I have written down a lot of questions. I know you don't watch the show, but I heard she's super cool.
Yeah.
And we're really going to like her.
Yeah.
So, and she wants to meet everybody. She's from San Diego.
That's awesome.
Okay. So the time is 6:00. Crack Tacos in Mission Valley. Just show up.
Right off the 8 in Mission Gorge. It's right where the Chili's and the Soapy Joe's is. There's a Tuesday morning there.
Let's launch right into our Crack Tacos commercial.
Let's do it.
Crack Tacos makes me happy. Crack Tacos is really snappy. Crack Tacos. Crack Tacos
I mean, I love Crack
is so
Tacos.
yummy. Crack Tacos is good in my tummy.
Wow, that was great.
Crack Tacos is so delish. Crack Tacos is something I wish.
Wow.
Thanks.
That you should write jingles for a living.
For Crack Tacos.
I'll do it. Mine would not be nearly as successful as yours.
I heard from, I think it was a Facebook friend that said that she and her husband went to Crack Tacos. No, it was Chip, Charlie's friend Chip.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he said, oh man, those tacos are the bomb. And I'm like, dude, you're totally right. And then somebody said that they went to Crack Tacos, had the Crack Tacos, and were floored.
Yeah.
By how good
I know
they really are.
We had a convert that had never had them. And
we did. And he wants to go back,
yes.
doesn't he? Like
He
immediately.
does. Immediately. Yes.
If you say Laura Kane After Dark sent you, you can even say Eric Rimmer sent you.
Yeah. Eric Rimmer from Laura Kane After Dark.
You will get a free drink.
Because I think I have some fans out there.
You're the one that gets noticed, not me.
No. Oh, okay.
Wait.
Oh,
Crack
this was the most
Tacos
disturbing thing I've ever.
Gets their meat from Cardiff Crack. Have you heard of that? It is like legendary.
Yes.
He goes up and gets that meat that is marinated in something unbelievably good, and he makes tacos out of them, and on these really thick corn tortillas.
Oh my God, those corn tortillas
with guacamole.
Oh,
it's so good. I had 2 and I wanted more.
If you like hot sauce.
Oh, that's hot sauce.
It is. Hot sauce. Brings a tear to your eye.
It brings a fire hole to your butt.
It does. It gives me ring sting, which I love. And I was told that our lunch was very dramatic because I ate the wrong sauce. I was not anticipating having the hot sauce, but I poured it on one of my tacos.
Is it the green one or the red one?
No, it's the red.
The red. I did
one.
the red, and I did a little bit though.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot?
I did a lot.
Uh-oh.
And I was breathing like I was in labor.
Oh man.
It's very wow.
I'm taking this off because I want
holy
to.
Smoke.
No. I'm taking it off because I want this podcast to look different than.
Oh well, we're both in black.
Podcast.
I look like Johnny Cash everywhere I go.
I decided to wear something. I want something. You do look like Johnny Cash.
Thank you, ma'am.
That is your signature look, I think.
Yeah.
What boots are you wearing?
My Calvin Klein.
And what pants are these?
Zara.
And what's the sweater?
Zara.
That sweater is nice.
Thank you. And then I have Versace on underneath that.
Versace what?
Versace, a shirt.
Does it say Versace?
Mm-hmm.
And then what kind of undies?
I have a...
Have we ever made it through a Crack Taco commercial, by the way?
Yes, we have.
Without
launching into my underwear.
Sidetrack.
We love Crack Tacos. I may or may not wear underwear on Sunday.
Oh.
So
and you may wear baggy pants or tight pants.
Maybe gray sweats.
Oh, then for sure you're going to see a lot of Eric. Make sure you come to Crack Tacos.
So if you come for no other reason except for Crack Tacos and
VPL, then you're good to go.
Yes,
come
absolutely.
Meet Kimberly. Come say hi to us. Come be on YouTube live. We would love it.
It is going to be amazing. We're going to have a great time.
It's on Sunday.
And we're super excited to see
6.
all of you guys.
I'm so excited. I hope people show up.
They will. People
will show up for Kimberly because she's pretty popular.
Oh, for sure. But
I don't know about us.
Well, I think they'll show up for us too. The address is 4242 Camino del Rio North.
In the Chili's parking lot near Soapy Joe's.
Well, it's not in the Chili's parking lot. There's not like a...
But it's that Chili's has been there since 1986.
Yes, it has.
Because I went there when I was in college.
I went there
87.
After I graduated from high school in 85.
Okay, so it's been there forever. So everybody knows that Chili's.
It's been there for 100 years because I'm almost 100.
I hate being old.
I do too.
It sucks. But I'm going to try to be more Jennifer Lopez about my growing old. But we'll get to that in a minute. First, when you were sidetracked, I said people recognize you. What happened?
I went out to dinner last week. I was in a restaurant with a girlfriend of mine, and a woman came up to me. I'd seen her staring at me in the restaurant. She was with another woman and 2 men.
Okay, you told me this, but you didn't tell this on the podcast, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Because it just happened.
My God. Because we went out on Friday or Thursday.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
It happened the night before.
Okay.
She came over to the table. And she said, "Excuse me, are you on Laura Kane After Dark?" And I said, yeah. And I sometimes, usually I look like hell in a handbasket.
Of course, when you get recognized, of course. That's like...
I always look like I'm one step above just turning it all in, you know?
Yeah.
And, but I was in a suit, and I said, "I am." And she said, "I keep photographs of you for my alone time."
That is, I would say you're lying because that is so crazy. It's unbelievable that somebody would say that to you.
Well, I've had people tell me I would look great dead. So
I remember
why not?
that.
Yeah. So why do you think this would be that far off?
Wow, that's pretty ballsy of someone to say that.
I don't think ever in my life have I had someone tell me that I am masturbatory material.
You haven't had dudes tell you that before? I think you have.
I don't recall.
Remember? No. Oh, didn't the guy who thought you looked good dead do it?
Oh, yes, he did.
He did.
Yeah, he said he pleasured himself when he looked at that photo of my apparently dead face.
Right. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay, so I do have some
Okay.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So there's that.
That is crazy. Okay, talk about the movie that you saw. And then I'm going to talk about my TV shows that I'm watching.
Yes. Friday night, we went and saw Marry Me with Jennifer Lopez.
No, thank you.
What? It was really cute.
I don't care for cute.
And her hair looks like yours.
Hers bobbish?
Uh-huh. She's beautiful.
I know, it's sick.
Yeah, but it was very cute. The pairing with her and Owen Wilson, he looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
He's not getting better with age.
No. That pairing was a little weird, but it's funny because we were talking about...
Do they have chemistry?
No.
Okay.
But it was funny because she is so beautiful that it's probably in her contract that there can't be anybody better looking than her in the movie.
Right, probably.
But we were dying over I don't know who was the wardrobe stylist. There's 2 people that I want to get my hands on. 2.
Okay.
One is Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, Drew Barrymore is another one. Her show. Yes. She dresses weird on her show.
And I would have loved to have taken care of the outfits on this movie. They have her in the weirdest stuff.
Is it like fashionable?
No. Like one was this weird peach number. And does anybody wear pleated pants anymore? Like she had on this weird white pleated pant number with like.
But she looked amazing, probably.
Oh yeah, she did.
I looked up Jennifer Lopez when I was doing my star stuff, and I was coming out of "Marry Me," the song that she sings.
Oh yeah,
and
which is pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty, and we're playing it. And I just Googled her name, like to see if there's any of latest news. And I see on there. We asked Jennifer Lopez what she eats in a day. And so I was like, ooh.
Let me guess. She eats like a turkey patty and rice.
She starts every morning off with a glass of lemon water. Then she has a protein shake with this and that, this and that, this and that in it. All the good stuff, right? By lunch, she's starving. So she has salmon and lots of leafy greens. I'm like, what? Come on, can't. And that's why she looks so amazing.
I love and nothing for dinner, like air.
Oh, I didn't even get to dinner. I was annoyed. I'm like, I can do a protein shake, but I can't do salmon, and especially on top of leafy greens. No, thank you.
Oh, let me tell you.
What?
We worked out the other day.
Are you sore?
Oh my God.
I haven't worked out in 1.5 years.
What? Okay. So I thought I was doing everything right. You know, because of COVID, I haven't had my trainer or anything. So there might've been some things that I forgot. Let me put it to you this way. This was several days ago. If I dropped something on the floor, it's staying there.
So do you do things from memory? Do you write them down?
Well, I've started writing them down in my phone, which is a challenge in itself. Because
you have to like look at it.
And I'm technologically not that savvy.
You try to write it in notes?
Yeah, which then I can't find it or I delete it. But I was doing these things because I want to get like a
bubble.
My butt is tiny. I have a little tiny like baby butt.
And you don't have any fat to place into your butt. There's no fat on your body.
No. And so
you have a cute little bubble.
I do. I have
Why would you want a bigger butt?
I just want it to, because I'm 55 and I just want it to go.
You don't want a flat butt, but you don't have a flat butt.
No, I don't have a flat butt, but I want it to just be a little. So I'm doing these squats and these, I am telling you.
I should work out.
Oh, we should all work out together.
That doesn't even, when you have, I mean, I don't know if you've ever gone through a period of time when you haven't been to the gym and going back the first time is so hard. Just getting there after you haven't done it in a while.
This was excruciating. I was like, I can pretty much take it. My trainer Flo is insane.
She's hard.
I mean, she is hardcore. And I'm telling you, I would come out from training with her and I would feel like I just got hit by a.
But why do you like to feel like that?
Because it's fun.
Because your muscles are building.
Oh, yeah.
And
but this was a muscle I don't think I've used in a while. And I should work out because I have a little bit of junk in the trunk. But it's just fat. So it'd be great to tone it and then it would lift up a little bit more. Well, the good thing is that all through COVID, it was the only thing you could do. Like the gyms were closed.
I found other things to do.
Yep. Besides cleaning, I found other things to do. I worked out.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, good for you. You look great.
Thank you.
And you can eat whatever you want, pretty much.
No, not necessarily.
I've never seen you... what am I trying to say? Push away food. I'm not saying that
I don't do.
I'm not saying that you are like a pig or anything, but you don't deny yourself anything.
No, I don't. Like if I want a piece of chocolate, I'll have a piece of chocolate.
I offered you peanut brittle from See's Candy and you turned me down.
I know.
You know how much of that I had at my mom's house? I must have gained 5 pounds when I was there.
Oh my gosh. Well, no, I'm more, what?
I just forgot we have to call my friend Pat.
Oh, yes, we do. No, but I really like, turkey and fish, and I don't eat any red meat. I eat pork once in a while, but not a lot. Oh, she's busy.
I just have to tell him.
You're very busy. Are you eating? Are you eating on the air?
I'm eating my peanut brittle.
Oh boy.
Oh, talk about good for your teeth. Not.
Yeah.
So sorry, running late. We'll call you in 5 minutes.
Do you hear the clicking of the phone?
I know. That means that it's working at least. I'll call you in 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
What else was I going to tell you?
So I'm just going to tell you that what I'm watching, and then I'm going to tell you about my friend Matt Pinfield.
Okay.
So are you watching Euphoria?
Yeah. Oh, yes. She deserved that Emmy. She is so good.
She's
Zendaya.
great. And I think all the characters are great.
Yeah, they all are. This season is so disturbing, though.
It is disturbing. And I think Evan is that age. She's exactly 17. And that one girl with the big boobs is 17.
Yeah.
If they act like that in real life, is this a reflection of real life? Or is this just distorted?
No, I think that goes on all the time, more than anybody thinks.
Because then Evan is very good, or she's hiding from me.
I don't
some
think
things. She tells me, I think, tells me most everything. I'm sure she has some secrets, but that's fine. But she doesn't go to parties like that or sleep with people's boyfriends or wear that kind of stuff. Like they are their outfits are cute, but their asses showing, their boobs are half out.
Yeah. Did you hear all the controversy over the new Vanity Fair cover?
No.
With Nicole Kidman?
No.
So she's wearing a Miu Miu outfit. You know who the designer Miu Miu?
Uh-huh.
It's a Catholic school girl, like bandeau top.
Okay.
With the bottoms are literally like a belt. It barely covers her vagina.
Oh, I want to see that.
It's so
a lot of people are complaining about it because it's on newsstands now?
God, yes.
Oh.
And she looks... does
she look great though?
She looks good, but she's
going to win the Oscar for that portrayal of Lucille Ball. She was incredible.
Really good. Yeah.
I mean, she looked just like her. The makeup artist will win too. Let me see.
So there it is.
That's not that bad. Here, show them.
She is dressed. I mean, this is so inappropriate.
It's fine. The way people are dressed these days.
No, it's ridiculous.
There.
She's, 50 years old, 49 years old, something like that?
But who cares how old she is?
I know, but I mean, that looks ridiculous.
If she can rock that, good for her.
It looks like she's wearing her bottoms on the top it looks like it's the same outfit.
Well, it's an ugly outfit.
It's hideous.
But
and it's probably going to sell out.
I don't find it inappropriate.
It's ridiculous.
Her vagina's covered?
Hey, have you seen the new pictures of Madonna?
No. Is she super scary right now?
She has so many filters. She looks like she's 16 is what people are saying.
Oh my gosh. On 90 Day, this one chick finally showed up. This guy flew to, I don't know, Panama or something. And he's the guy with like the dark reddish hair. She finally shows up.
That's
and
Madonna,
she says,
16.
You're a lot smaller, or she's saying to the camera, he's a lot smaller than I thought he was going to be. And then he says, you don't really look very much like your picture. She was pretty, but her pictures were so friggin' filtered. Why would you do that?
Yeah. People are eventually going to see what you look like.
What is the point?
Yeah.
I mean, you can make yourself look a little better by adding this and that, but come on.
I mean, if I could, I would airbrush myself to the point where it was just like my nostrils. That's it.
Sometimes I add my makeup to myself. I have this new app. This app is so amazing. It's called Airbrush, and you can put different makeup looks.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to put makeup on you because it says choose a face,
Oh.
If it's me and you, and I always choose me because I don't want you to put makeup on.
Don't make me look like a streetwalker.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so before we call him, can I tell you one more thing?
Yes.
Have you heard this story? I have to tell everybody because it is the grossest. I couldn't even believe that somebody actually did this. So, did you hear about the Louisiana teacher who pled guilty to giving her junior high students cupcakes laced with her husband's sperm?
What?
She's facing 150 sex crime charges. So her husband was an ex-cop who's been like totally just they're just like, you're disgusting, get off the police force, you know. But she was her name's Cynthia Perkins, 39. She accepted a plea deal on Monday, hours before jury selection was slated to begin for her trial, which resulted in the dismissal of 68 charges and agreement to testify against her ex-husband, disgraced Sheriff's Lieutenant Dennis Perkins.
That's
so
sick.
Not only is she being accused of child abuse and rape of a minor, she was bringing child pornography into the classroom, allegedly.
That is horrid.
Can you imagine eating a cupcake and finding out?
No, or your little kid brings it home.
Oh, that makes me want to gag.
Ew. Okay, let's.
So gross. People are disgusting.
Let's move on because I told Matt that I would call him
Hi, Matt.
like about a half hour ago. But you know how these things go.
I do know how these things go.
This podcast goes.
Way and that way and
this way and that way.
Well, you go off the rails very quickly.
I do. Okay, his name is Matt Pinfield. Mm-hmm. He has 2 books, My Insane Improbable Rock Life. He's a rock and roll DJ. And All These Things That I've Done is another book. He was an MTV VJ, and he was the host of a show called 120 Minutes and Sound Off with Matt Pinfield 2020 on AXS. Antonio loved that station, AXS. It's all about rock and roll. So he is now on KLOS. He has a podcast. I was on his podcast.
Amazing.
And we talked about recovery, so I thought we would call him. Let's see if it works.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Hey, Laura, what's going on?
Matt Pinfield on Laura Kane After Dark. How are you tonight?
Hi, Matt.
I'm good, Laura. Hey, what's going on?
This is Eric.
Good, Matt. How are you?
Eric, I'm hoping to meet you one of these days and come down actually to, San Diego, to the area there to visit you guys. I'm
absolutely
sorry I'm not there in person.
You know what? The invite is always there. We love having people in studio. It's so fun.
I do appreciate that, guys. That'll be great.
Okay.
Yeah, so how are you?
I'm good. So I was reading some of your bio, and first of all, you've written 2 books.
Well, I wrote one book, right? So I wrote this book called All These Things That I've Done, right? Which is named after the Killers song that, Brendan Flowers wrote, because he wrote that song about me and an experience that I had when I was mentoring soldiers that had come back from Iraq and Afghanistan in a music program. So
wow.
I was trying to sign the Killers back then. I was working at Columbia Records. I was one of the vice presidents of A&R and artist development for rock and alternative music, and so they were a band that I'd heard about through a friend in England. Somebody handed him a burned CD, and he worked at an English record label, and we were on English train going from Manchester, England, going down to London. I was up there to see an alternative band that I wanted to sign, and then going to see a band from New York, but to see them in London so that there was a major bidding war and feeding frenzy of A&R guys that wanted to sign this band. So I wanted to have time with them privately. So decided to do it out of the country. So that was like, so I literally was there for that. But on this Virgin train, I'm sitting with a couple friends, and this guy goes to me, "Hey, you ever hear this band, the Killers?" And I go, "No." He goes, "Yeah, somebody gave me this burned CD at South by Southwest a few months ago. And it's really good." And he handed me his iPod. And I heard Smile Like You Mean It and Mr. Brightside. And I'm like, I got to find these guys and sign them. They were not signed.
Wow.
And they were, and so I eventually figured out that they were in Las Vegas. And it's really crazy because the guy in England, he tried to get the label he worked for to sign him. And believe it or not, there are actually A&R people out there that said they didn't have any songs. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
That's how crazy that is. But so I literally went, go back to New York. I'm in the office at Columbia Records, and I get an email from the U.S. Army that says, because this is early 2000s. So, I'd only, I had just recently had a TV show on USA Network called FarmClub.com. And right before that, I'd been on MTV for many years doing 120 minutes and,
right.
A bunch of other rock shows and stuff. And I got a letter from the U.S. Army that said, would you mind being of service and volunteering and coming to Colorado City, Colorado for a mentoring weekend we're doing for musicians in the Army that are coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan. Some wounded, some not wounded, but it was this really cool thing they were doing. And I said yes. I said yes. And I went to, and they flew me to Colorado City, Colorado. I did that for the weekend. It was pretty emotional because
I bet
you just saw the power of music and how much it heals and brings people together.
Yeah.
But I also saw a lot of guys that were wounded that were really working through their injuries to be able to play instruments and sing. They had like a battle of the bands type thing going on. It was really cool, and I did that. And then I literally left there and flew right to Las Vegas to see the Killers. So I land, and their lawyer and their manager pick me up at the airport, and they bring me to the drummer Ronnie Benucci's parents' house, and the Killers are playing in Ronnie's parents' garage, and they're in the garage, and they're like, there's like blankets on the walls for soundproofing, and they're all excited I'm there, and then they played Mr. Brightside, Smile Like You Mean It on top of all these songs. They just written this song that ends that first album, plus Midnight Show. They go, we just wrote a new song, we're going to play it for you. Then we had dinner, and then after we had dinner together, I needed a ride to my hotel. So I just said, hey, anybody want to drive me back to the hotel down the strip? And Brandon Flowers, the singer of the Killers, goes, I'll drive you back. And at this point, all the guys in the band, they were like, he was driving an old AMC, didn't even have a CD player in it.
Oh, my God.
Older. So this is the early 2000s, and he's he's got two cassettes. He's got a Beatles Help cassette and a Beatles 62, 66. He goes, which one do you want to hear? I go, let's listen to Help. And so we are singing the top of our lungs. We're driving down the street singing Help. The night before, you got to Hide Your Love Away. About 7 minutes of songs, because that's all the drive was down to the Las Vegas Hilton. And we get there, and it's kind of like a scene in a movie where there's just three people at the bar. It's me and him and the bartender. And we're in there, and I said, hey, you want to come in and have a drink? So he just starts asking me questions about what's going on in my life. I was going through what would be a divorce and just some other stuff that was happening. And then I told him the story about the mentoring of the soldiers. And he went home that night, and he wrote all these things that I've done. And he wrote that incredible bridge, I got soul, but I'm not a soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
love that
God.
song.
That is an incredible story.
Yeah, and here's how it's crazy how it ends, too, because it was between my label, Columbia, and Island Def Jam, and it was very close, but the night before they were supposed to meet with my bosses were like, tell them to come tomorrow, it's Friday, because they had a charity dinner with Beyonce and John Mayer, so they could not meet with them the night before. When Island Def Jam found out about that, Leo Cohen, who, all started Def Jam with Rick Rubin and those guys, and Russell Simmons, he sent them a limo, brought them up to his brownstone on the east side of New York City, and said, what do I have to do to be in the Killers business? And they called me next morning and said, we love you, Matt, but we signed with Island Def Jam.
Oh, my God.
So I didn't get to sign them, but I got a great song out of it. And
that is important.
That is awesome.
That is great. And so you wrote a book about that? Or about...
No, that's actually only one chapter. So this book, all these things that I've done that Simon & Schuster and Scribner published, is a memoir of things that are going on in my life from when I first discovered and fell in love with music till about 2015 when I wrote the book. So since then, I've been hit by a car, nearly killed. I'm 22 months sober. A lot of things about this.
Okay, wait. Talk about what you got hit by a car. Are you okay? Were you okay?
Oh, it was everywhere in the press because, I was, and by the way, I was not wasted or drunk. I was sober when I
Thank
crossed
God.
the street that night. All right, so I was crossing the street in Hollywood.
Walking or driving? Walking. Okay.
So
duh, because you.
Yeah. So I'm walking, and all of a sudden I'm, crossing this 4-lane road, and I get to about the third lane. I'm looking. It's unusually quiet for that evening, like 7:45. And then I turn to the left. I turn and look to the right, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see a car gunning towards me. So I jumped up. I mean, the only thing I could think to do was to jump. So I jumped up, and then the car got me. It hit me. It snapped my leg in half.
Oh, my God.
Then I went through the windshield like a bullet with my head.
Oh,
so
my
I was
God.
catapulted. Now, it tore my head open and tore part of my ear off.
Oh, my
It
God.
was pretty, of course, thank God I couldn't see myself during that entire time because I was in shock, but I was conscious. And I did not know that I'd gone through the windshield. I mean, that's how fast it happened.
Oh,
All
my
I remember
God.
is jumping out of the way and then spinning over the hood of the car. I could smell the heat of the engine. That engine smell. That's how my senses were so peaked at that moment.
Did you feel pain or no pain?
Zero pain because 15 feet. I laid on the ground, side of the road. The amazing thing was, miraculously, I was on the side of the road on Franklin Avenue in Hollywood, and there were people around still. 7:45 at night. People were coming around. They never found my sneakers, but they did find me my phone that night. And I called my ex-girlfriend, and I said, she was down in Newport Beach, and I said to her, hey, I just got hit by a car. I don't know if I'm going to live. And I'm literally laying there, not knowing whether I'm going to bleed out. Luckily, my femoral artery was not severed. People were calling. They were stepping out of business. People were calling everywhere. And they were literally saying, they didn't show up the EMS for 9 minutes. You have 5 minutes to live if you sever your femoral artery. So thank God that didn't happen.
Oh, my God.
Or I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. But, they put me in, they carry me on tarp because they literally do that. So they're afraid, so they don't injure you when they're putting you in the EMS truck. They cut off all my bloody clothes. They put, a needle in my arm with, I'm sure, like methadone or something. And they asked me, can you feel your toes? And my legs snapped in half. I went, I just went, yes. And they looked at me and they said, Mr. Pinfield, you are a miracle. You are an absolute miracle. Most people we see do not survive the hit you took or are paralyzed.
Wow.
Okay.
So
why was the guy gunning for you? I mean, was it just someone running a red light?
And it was somebody who was obviously texting because they did not break until I went through the windshield.
God. Oh, my God.
So they didn't slide till I went through the windshield. So they hit me like 35, 40 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
Wow. But, and then, I was pretty unaware. Somebody told me that the woman who hit me got out of the car and threw up all over. She obviously killed me. So it was crazy. But I ended up, being brought to the hospital. And, one of the craziest things was I'm at Cedar Sinai. Thank God I was at that hospital in Beverly Hills.
The best.
They brought me to it's a great hospital. They brought me to the trauma center, put me through all these tests. And the next thing I remember, besides being in machines, is hearing two doctors talk. And one goes, are we going to use staples? And the other guy goes, no, I've watched this guy on TV, man. I love rock, and he's the rock guy.
Oh, my God. You got noticed.
I'm going to show him up slowly. So in the emergency room. And, I thanked this guy forever. I said to him, thank you so much